I am Paige Turner.
And I'm Kenny.
And we are Storyologists. We travel the world going on adventures, collecting, telling, and writing stories.
It's so much fun.
It is a lot of fun, and you guys can be Storyologists too. One thing you have to do when you're a Storyologist is read lots and lots of books, because when you read, every day is an adventure.
That's our motto.
It is. Now we collect stories using this thing back here. This is our Once Upon a Time Machine.
Oh man, that bad boy is sweet.
It is. The Once Upon a Time Machine helps us travel in and out of stories. And today we are going to use it to tell you a story.
But you're not just gonna sit there and watch the show. You're part of the show. We need your help, because in a Page Turner adventure,
you are the hero of the story. And today you're going to be the hero of a fairy tale story.
Oh man. Okay, so which story are we gonna do? We're gonna do Jack and the Beanstalk?
Nope.
What about Cinderella?
Nope.
Or my favorite, Sleeping Beauty.
We are actually going to take all of those stories and mush them together to make one story.
No, we don't have time for that.
We do. It'll be fun. This is the name of my tale. It is called The Silly Mix-Up Fairy Tale. So we need you guys to help us. And what we're gonna do is put this book in the Once Upon a Time Machine.
Hold on, let me get that bad boy rocking. Here we go.
So once again, we need your help. Here we go. I'm gonna put the book in the machine. All right, here we go. Here it comes. Now it's time to mix up that fairy tale. Once upon a time, there was a village called Storyville. That's where all the characters in all your favorite fairy tales live. Today, you're going to visit a friend of yours named Beauty. She lives in the biggest castle of all. But when you knock on the castle door, no one answers. Then you hear a sound. Snoring in the middle of the day? You'd better go inside. Uh-oh. Everyone inside the castle is sleeping, including Beauty. Beauty, wake up! Beauty yawned and woke up.
Oh, hi. A witch put a sleeping spell on the castle and no one can stay awake. So we need your help.
Kenny,
What?
what's the matter?
Oh, I think some of that sleeping spell wore off on me.
Oh, well, then we'd better find someone who can break a sleeping spell. Who do you guys think can break a sleeping spell?
Oh, I know. The magical, mystical hamster wizard.
Abracadabra.
No. It's actually the fairy godmother.
Oh, right, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But if you guys also, coincidentally, guessed the magical, mystical hamster wizard or some other spell-breaking person or creature, that's all right. Write it down, and then later, you can write your own mixed-up fairy tale.
Yep. But right now, we're going back into my story to visit the fairy godmother. Here we go.
Well, it does sound like a sleeping spell, but that's okay because you can break the spell if you find 3 things. Now, the first thing you must find is a red cape with a hood. The second thing you must find is some wolf's fur, but the wolf must be good. The third thing you must find is a giant's golden spoon. And you must find all 3 things and be back at Beauty's castle before 12 o'clock noon. Or else Beauty will sleep for 100 years.
Oh, man. Can you guys find all that stuff?
Yeah!
Okay, let's go over it one more time just to make sure. What was the first thing you needed to find? Right, a red cape with hood.
Hey,
Oh,
what's
hey.
the second thing you need to find?
Oh, a wolf's fur, it must be good.
Yep, and the third thing?
Oh, that was the giant's golden spoon.
Exactly, and you must be back by
12 o'clock noon.
Good.
All right.
So once again, what is the first thing we have to find?
A red cape with a hood.
Yes, so who do you know who might have a red cape with a hood?
The magical,
No,
mystical.
don't even say the magical.
Abracadabra.
Oh, his cape is more of a burgundy anyway. Yeah, so that wouldn't work at all.
Who do you guys think it is? Yes, of course, it's Little Red Riding Hood. Yep, so let's head back into the story and see if she'll let us borrow it.
Hi, I'm going to bring my grand some cookies. Would you like some? They're delicious. Okay, here you go.
Okay, get ready to catch because Red Riding Hood is going to toss her cookies.
Catch!
Thanks, Red.
Thanks, Paige. Oh, good. Red Riding Hood knows how to make cookies.
Good. But you know what? We're running out of time, so everybody take your cookie and put it in your pocket and save it for later. Because what do we need from Red Riding Hood? Yep, a red cape with a hood. Let's see if she'll lend us her red cape with the hood. Here we go.
Hey, Red Riding Hood! I got this. Can we borrow your red cape with the hood?
Well, okay, I guess you could borrow my red cape with the hood. Catch!
Thanks! Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go secure this in the vault.
okay. Well, we did it. You did it. You found the red cape with the hood. That's the first thing, but what's the second thing we need? Yep, some wolf's fur, but he must be good. Exactly. Do you think Red Riding Hood might know a wolf? Let's head back into the story and see.
Uh-huh, I do know a nice wolf. He lives at Grandma's house and helps take care of her.
Oh, sounds like he might be a nice wolf. Let's check it out and see.
Don't worry, I'm not a bad guy. I'll tell you why. See, I used to huff and puff, but then I learned how much better it is to be kind. I even made some cupcakes.
It does seem like this is a good wolf. What do you guys need from the wolf? Yep, you need some fur. Can we borrow some fur, please, Wolf?
Well, lucky for you, I just happen to have some right here in my pocket. Here, catch!
Got it! You're going in the vault, baby!
Good job! You guys found 2 of the 3 things. You found the red cape with the hood. You found the wolf's fur and he was good. What's the third thing we need to find? Yep, a giant's golden spoon.
Wait a second. Where are we gonna find a giant's gold spoon? Where are we gonna find a giant?
I don't know. But you know what? Maybe the wolf does. Let's go ask him.
Pardon us, Wolf, but we also need to find a giant's golden spoon. Can you help us out?
Well, I'd love to help, but giants live in the clouds, and to get to the clouds, you need a beanstalk, which means you need a magic bean, and I have no idea where to find a magic bean. So I'll just sit over here on Grandma's bed while you look around. Ouch! Oh dear, Grandma's bed is very uncomfortable. There's something under the mattress. What could it be?
What do you think it is?
Oh, will you look at that? It's a magic bean. Oh my. Now, you know, if you plant that bean in the backyard, it will grow into a beanstalk.
And the bean begins to grow. Let's climb the beanstalk. Ready? Here we go. Look, we're in the clouds. And there's the giant's castle. Listen, I hear a sound.
Feed 5, 4, boom! I'm the giant with the golden spoon. Well, howdy, y'all. I'd like to be the first to welcome y'all to my big dude ranch in the sky. What can I do for you?
Can we borrow your golden spoon, please?
Nope. I can't lend you my spoon because I need it to eat my favorite food, chocolate pudding. That's some good pudding.
Oh no! We need the spoon to break the spell. Otherwise, Beauty's gonna sleep for 100 years. Ah!
Maybe we can give the giant something else to eat. Something that he doesn't need to eat with a spoon. What else can we give the giant? Popcorn? Pizza? Pickles? Oh, you're right. What do you have in your pocket? Little Red Riding Hood's cookie. Everybody toss your cookie to the giant.
Woo-hoo! Those are some mighty fine tasting cookies. Delicious. Thank you very much. You know, you can have my giant golden spoon.
Thanks, Giant!
Hey, good job! You did it. We did it! We found all 3 things.
But Paige, it's almost 12 noon. We have to get back to the castle fast!
Let's go.
Oh my goodness, it's almost 12 noon.
Said the fairy godmother.
Did you find all 3 things?
Oh, we did. Okay, we have the red cape with the hood, and we have the wolf's fur, and he was good, don't worry. And we have the giant's golden spoon.
Excellent. Now we'll break the spell. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
You did it! You broke the spell! Woohoo!
And they all lived
Happily ever after.
And that's
The end.
Good job, you guys. Thank you so much for helping us with that story. You are now official.
Magical, mystical hamster wizards!
No, you are now official Storyologist.
Right.
That means you need to go on adventures,
Collecting, telling, and writing stories.
And remember,
When you read, every day is an adventure.
Bye-bye.